can't remember where you parked your car, struggling to focus by 2 p.m., feeling like your brain is just off lately? You are not imagining it. A new study just found that a common combination of foods might actually rewire your brain, worsening brain fog and memory in a matter of weeks. Let's talk about what's happening, what to look out for, and what you can do to clear the fog without giving up all your favorite foods. You know that feeling when your brain is in slow motion? You walk into a room, forget why you're there. You reread the same paragraph 3 times, or maybe you put your keys in the fridge.
I can't find my keys or wallet anywhere.
I found them here in the freezer.
No judgment, I've been there. It's frustrating, it's exhausting, and for so many of us, it's becoming more common. Sure, stress, hormones, and lack of sleep can play a role, but if your mental clarity feels like it has tanked lately, your diet might be doing more harm than you think. So here's the new research. Scientists at the University of Sydney looked at how sugar and fat can impact our brain function. They asked 55 healthy adults to navigate a virtual reality maze, kind of like a 3D memory test, while tracking their eating habits. And here's how it worked. Participants completed a 6-trial VR maze to find a treasure chest using visual landmarks. On the 7th trial, the chest was removed and they had to recall its location from their memory. The results? People who ate more high-fat, high-sugar meals literally struggled to remember where they had already been. Their spatial navigation, the part of your brain that helps form and retrieve memories, especially related to direction and place, were significantly worse. And these weren't people with underlying conditions, they were young, healthy adults. Not only did they perform worse, but their learning curve flattened. In other words, the more they ate that sugar and fat combo, the slower they learned over time. And as the lead researcher said, this shows that even when your brain should be working at its best, your food choices can literally sabotage it. And this wasn't about weight. Even after adjusting for BMI and other general memory tests, the diet pattern alone had a measurable effect on brain performance. And while this was a small study, it opens the door for more research on how food choices directly impact our cognitive function. Now imagine the impact on people already dealing with hormonal changes, sleep issues, or chronic stress. Now it's not just sugar and it's not just fat. It's the combination, especially ultra-processed foods where sugar and saturated fat like to hang out together in the same bite. Think donuts, cookies, ice cream, pastries, yes, pizza, certainly fast food burgers and fries, basically the foods that we tend to reach for when we are tired, super stressed, or just simply overwhelmed. And here's the kicker. The more you eat them, the more your brain craves them. Over time, it's not just your memory that suffers, it's your general health as well. Your brain's reward system gets hijacked, making it harder to focus and easier to spiral into that fog. And here's a quick question for you. Where's the weirdest place you've left your car keys? Drop it to me down in the comments. For me, it's not my keys, but my phone and my coffee, which is why I use my watch's Find My Phone feature at least twice a week. And my kids like to say, Mom's playing her favorite game. Where's Mom's coffee? And you know where it usually is? In the microwave. I heated it up and totally forgot about it. Drop me a comment. Let me know what you lose on a regular basis. If you're in your 30s, 40s, or early 50s, like myself, and so many of my clients, this hits even harder. During perimenopause, your hormones are already shifting, and that affects our mood, memory, and energy levels. Layer on a diet high in refined sugar and saturated fat, and your brain is working with one hand kind of tied behind its back. These eating patterns are linked not only to obesity and disease, but also to faster cognitive decline. And this study shows that decline may start much earlier than we once thought, even in people who are otherwise young and healthy. And if you find this kind of information helpful, please share this video with someone you know. As a small channel on YouTube, it is hard to push through all the BS and fictional nutrition information that is out there. That is why I am focused on sharing updated research and factual information with you. I appreciate everybody who subscribes, everyone who comments. I always respond. That's me responding, not someone else. So hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone you know. But it's not all doom and gloom. I'm not about to tell you to cut out all your favorite treats. The quite literal awesome news is this: It is reversible. That's the part that I love most about this study. Dietary changes can improve hippocampal function, the part of your brain that's responsible for memory and for learning. So what can you start doing today? Start by adding brain supportive foods like berries, leafy greens, walnuts, salmon, eggs, even a little dark chocolate. Structure those sweets. If you want dessert, pair it with a fiber-rich meal first, or have it earlier in the day when your body can manage your blood sugar a little more effectively. And how about this? For the next 2 weeks, try a little experiment. Avoid combining sugar and saturated fat in the same meal. Have your morning coffee with your cream, but skip the pastry. For your late afternoon snack at work, pass on the vending machine and munch on homemade trail mix instead. Enjoy a piece of dark chocolate and fruit after dinner instead of ice cream. Or my favorite, dip your strawberries and your kiwis into some melted dark chocolate. I've got a whole video on healthy chocolate desserts. Check that one out. And just test this idea, test this shift and see how you feel. See if your brain fog feels a lot better. This isn't about cutting every treat or living in fear of food. I cannot stand that mentality. You don't need a strict or trendy diet to feel clear and focused again. It's about awareness, tuning into how you feel after meals, and making choices that support your energy, your memory, and your mood. But the research is clear. What you eat does impact how your brain functions. Small, consistent changes can make a big difference. Your brain isn't broken, it's just reacting to what it's been fed, and now you know what to do about it. If you want to see what brain-loving foods actually look like, click the video on your screen right now, where I walk you through easy and delicious foods that support your brain health without giving up flavor. And I will see you over there. Until then, eat well, be well, thrive.